talking about the factor control plan. Sitting next to me on my right-hand side, Mr. Kendall Gums, Assistant Factor Controller at Section General Healthcare from the Department Collective Prevention Services. And at my left-hand side, Mr. Gerald Davelaar, Factor Control Specialist, also working in the same section of the same department. I myself am Dr. Virginia Asin Oosburg, Head Collective Prevention Services. We're talking today about our factor control program because, as everybody knows by now, we have had a period in 2016 where everything we were discussing was about Zika, 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 Zika. Before that, it was chikungunya. Most of the people grew up with dengue. And that is only because we have a mosquito here on the island that's named Aedes aegypti. And that is the reason that because we have the mosquito, we have certain diseases going around that are spread by the mosquito. To make sure that we keep the numbers of persons getting sick from these diseases as low as possible, we increased our attention for elimination of mosquitoes by elimination of mosquito breeding sites. With that, we developed a plan, a national mosquito surveillance plan, and Mr. Gerard Davelaar will talk more about the plan. And we also increased our awareness campaign with the development of a media campaign where we target all different age groups in all different organizations, institutions in the community, and Mr. Kendall Gums will be able also to chip in there and give his 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 cents on that part, what is the involvement of the community and what will we ask from the community. So also the media plan will be discussed using all types of media, be it the written, the spoken media, be it video or social media. That will be our focus, and we are, of course, counting on and making an appeal to our community to support our actions and activities. Because although we have the lead, the success is only guaranteed if everybody works together, if everybody collaborates, and if everybody takes the responsibility to ensure that we try to bring the number of mosquitoes on the island to as low number as possible. And Mr. Davelaar will also be able to explain how we measure how many mosquitoes we have and how many opportunities for mosquito breeding sites we have, so that hopefully, maybe by the end of this year, but if that's too ambitious, by the end of next year, we will be able to say, see, when we started, this is what we had. Together with the community and with all the stakeholders, we rolled out our plan, we did the media plan. This is what we now can produce, and we hope that at that time we can paint a nice and positive picture.
With the brief introduction of Dr. Asin, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Gerald Davelaar. I'm an environmental officer. I'm retired from Curacao, the health department. I worked there for more than 40 years. And I'm here on the island to assess the factor control program of CPS in order to make improvements where it's necessary. Based on the pilot project that we did last year, we collected a lot of data. And with that data, we developed a plan for this year. The plan basically consists of, in the beginning of the year, start out with a media campaign. And we started out with a collaboration of DCOM to set up all type of media that we can reach the community, because with the survey we did last year, it was indicated that awareness on the community for their behavioral change is necessary. So our plan for this first trimester of 2017 is concentrated on the media to let the community know exactly what they need to do for them to help themselves. because the government cannot do everything alone, and it is especially for their concern also. So that is the first part of what we're going to do with the surveillance plan. When the media plan is running, together with that, we're going to monitor the mosquito population on the island. We are planning to set up 50 traps in the island and concentrating on the high-risk area so that whenever there is abundance of mosquitoes, we can just focus on how you treat it. With that said, the next step will be we're going to try to reach children at schools with presentations and also let them know that through children we try to reach the community, the parents, so that they will give us also the information they need to reach their parents. So basically those are the 3 steps that we're going to use this year in our mosquito surveillance plan in order to make sure that whenever there is a virus reaching out to St. Martin, that we are prepared in a good way to deal with the situation.
Now, when are you going to start actually to do this, and how long is it going to actually take you to be able to come to, because that's as Dr. Hassan says, going to try to wrap it up all into this year, or it might probably go into next year. Can you give us an average of how long that you think you might be able to do?
I think we're going to start out, it already started. We already went to a few radio interviews. So the media campaign already is ongoing. And whenever the possibility is for us to go out and set up the traps, we also notify the public what is the situation. We're planning to do this with updates, regular updates for the community to know also how is the situation with the mosquito on the island. It's going to be a long-term project, because with mosquitoes you cannot say, I'm going to start today and finish next month. It is an ongoing project that has to be sustainable throughout the whole year, because the mosquito will be there forever.
Now you speak about a trap. Give us an insight what exactly it is. Is this a trap? Is it something small? Is it something big?
We have 2 types of traps. We have one traps that we can collect the eggs from the mosquito. That is to give you an idea on that particular situation, how the population of the female mosquito is. Because one have to remember that mosquitoes that breed is only the females. So that is the one that transmits the virus. So that's why we have to put traps in different locations to see how is the population of the female mosquitoes. Those are small buckets that we fill in with water, and we put also a strip of wood or a strip of paper for us to collect the water, and we bring the sample to the lab, and so that we can identify what type of mosquito we have in that area. Also, we have adult traps. Those are the one that catches the one that is flying around. We're going to set those one at the harbor and one at the port entries, that is the airport, so that we can also monitor abundance of mosquito population. Those are basically the 2 traps that we're going to set up.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Need a loan that's quick and easy. Island Finance. Up to 50,000 guineas real easy. Island Finance. For education, a renovation. That's no problem. Yes, it's true. That's not all
Telcel Night of the Hitmakers. Telcel Night of the Hitmakers. 5th year anniversary. The dance floor is back. Friday, April 28th, 2017 at Carnival Village. The ultimate dance party featuring Impact Band, Kai, formerly known as Karimi, Jean-Marc Ferdinand, Claudius Phillips, Farmer Nappy, and the Queen of Bacchanal, Destra. See you at the 5th year anniversary of Telcel Night of the Hitmakers. Partners, Telcel. This is an extra tight entertainment production. Just say I.
Life is a journey full of connections. You're in safe hands even when life starts too soon. You don't have to miss a single beat. When a bad hair day makes you sad, just sharing can bring you joy and more to come. They take the plunge, turn fear into faith, while you capture those beautiful moments. In the game of life, it's family that counts. They'll be there even when you lose. We all have our moments of reflection and hope. And when you feel you're losing everything in life, we're there because there's more to come. When life starts too soon, you don't have to miss a single beat. We're here to connect you and share life. Telcel, when you want more.
That is going to replace the vacant seat on the supervisory board, and especially now that the chairman of the supervisory board just a week ago was ill. So there you have two missing people on the board because one is ill and a seat is empty. Have you found a solution for that?
Well, I have someone in mind, but I think this is a discussion that needs to be taken up in a council of ministers with everyone present. And as it is right now, you can see is only 3 of us here, even though Minister Lee is on the island. But I would call it sort of the, not to use the term, the older heads, but I would say the well-experienced individuals in terms of the ministers off island. And I think coming next council of ministers meeting, probably next week, we will have that discussion in terms of how we plan to go about if we decide that, given the conditions that the chairman, the now sitting chairman, saying that he was ill a couple of weeks ago, if probably, he should be replaced or given his conditions a full health evaluation. And I know you're talking about the now member of parliament, Mr. Pantoflet. Seat is vacant. Again, like I said, I have some names, but I have one in particular. But again, is that a decision that one wants to rush into because you're a minister? You can just make such a decision. I think is a discussion that we need to take up in the Council of Ministers and see which direction we are going to go in terms of the individuals for both posts, or what decision we will take concerning the chairman of the supervisory board.
Still on the topic of GEB, have they submitted their budget, balanced budgeters yet? That's one part of it. And secondly, do you know if GEBE is complying with the law by having drinking water or GEB water tested by an external body? Did you discuss this with the Minister of Health? Because drinking water, falls under him, but I've never heard him talk about it. All I hear about is the new hospital, but water, I don't know if it's being tested. I know there is an issue going on with SLS and GEBE regarding the testing of water and payment. Can you give us any insight?
Well, what I can tell you concerning the first part of your question, yes, the budget has been brought to the Council of Ministers and it is in discussion. We had a few appointments with them, discussing the pros and cons and the direction that they want to go forward, meaning GEBE. And I think it's a matter of synergizing our position where government and the company is lined up together and say, this is the approach we see GEBE taking collectively in this first year, next year again to come. So that discussion is ongoing right now between the Council of Ministers and also my person and the Minister of Finance with the management team of GEBE.
I hope that suffices for your first question. And the second part comes when you're talking about the drinking water. And yes, you're absolutely correct. It is, as much as it's GEBE, it's more heavily aside on the portfolio of the Minister of Health. But you also mentioned a part of the law. You'll have to quote the law for me if you tell me they're complying with the law. Which law are you talking about?
When it comes to the testing of drinking with water from GEBE, GEBE is testing their own water. You cannot, it's like putting the rat to mind the cheese. You have
That's our opinion. That's not the law. That's vague as best.
If you have water, you must have your water tested by an external body. Normally, GEBE was testing their water with SLS, but for some reason they stopped. So I'm asking you now, if you know, because drinking water can have any kind of things inside, especially if it's stagnant.
So you're asking me if I know what exactly?
If the water is testing, because they
No, I don't know, and that's a conversation I will take up with the Minister of Health.
People all across St. Martin are switching to a more rewarding experience. The WIB MasterCard Fun Miles credit card, better known as My Card. Earn 1 Fun Mile for every $2 spent, even abroad and online. This will quickly get you a ton of Fun Miles to redeem for travel, shopping, food, fuel, and much more. But there's more to My Card. Worldwide acceptance, an EMV chip for extra security, and 250 free Fun Miles with first use. Switch to My Card today at WIB.
Fun miles, from within your reach.
Find something and wind it up. Wind it up. Hands up if you're ready. Pump your flag if you're ready. Everybody get ready for Carnival. Plenty bam bam. Carnival again. Man and woman. Carnival again. Masqueraders jumping in the rain. Give me the toilet paper for Juve. Fet up the bed. Carnival again.
What? Carnival back again.
A place to have fun no matter where. Sound the horn and give me the bottle and spoon. The rhythm and tune. Ready for the...
Get ready for another season of fun. Carnival de St. Martin 2017 from February 4th to March 1st. 6 parades, 4 pageants, and 6 shows. Carnival is back.
Give me hand. I'm so ready to jam. Plenty bam bam. Carnival again. Man and woman. Carnival again. Masqueraders jumping in the rain. Give me the toilet paper for Juve. Fet up the bed. Carnival again. Not tired yet. Carnival again.
When Kushi has escaped from the prison, and then on that very day we got a release stating that we're going to start looking for him. Over a period of that year, I've seen a lot of activities on the front side trying to find Kuchi, but then it stopped. Can you give us an update as to what type of actions are going to be taken to capture what is described a dangerous prisoner?
Okay, thank you, Bibi. The answer to that is no, I cannot, because then I might as well tell Kuchi what we are doing. What I can assure the public is that the police, Dutch and French, have never stopped looking for him. The efforts are continuing, and the efforts will continue to intensify. That is what I can say.
You also mentioned in your statement just not long ago that the police will be providing training to merchants or businesses, if I'm correct in your words. But also you said the police is understaffed. So where are they going to get extra manpower to train people from the private sector as to how they should secure their business?
Okay. Last week I announced that we agreed to expand the police force with 20 new people. Naturally, we don't have them in yet, but you have to look at the training is awareness something. It is not a training where somebody's going to be standing hours in front of a classroom week upon week. It is more going over tips, how as a business person you can make sure that the risk of being robbed and in the event that you are being robbed, how can you do to keep yourself and your staff safe? That is how you should look at it, and for that there's always enough police available, because once the public and all involved have that awareness, it would be less for the police the need to be actually involved in things if you can prevent it. So you have to look at it that way. There will be police officers available to do that. Don't forget, we also have the academy with people teaching at the academy. I don't know the details of how the police are going to organize it, but they will be given those awareness training.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
In my opinion, everything is perfect and you would be great for the job. But I see here that there's a 2-year gap in your resume. What did you do?
I was hospitalized for mental illness.
Oh, mental illness?
I've undergone treatment and I have a wonderful family that supports me.
Well, that is good news.
No, it's fine. I'm recovered.
We'll contact you, okay?
For a better understanding of mental health and what you can do to stop mental health stigma, please go to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
Ladies, when your man not doing it right, this is what you have to tell him.
going. Every night he calling, and he's kind of boring. If I ever get him in, my night shall honey get in. If he work with me, then I work with him. If he play with me, I show him all that I can do. It is not a problem if he want to line, but he running out his money, he just a waste of time. Back up your child. Back up your child. Back up your child. Hear this. You promised me engagement ring, but when I wake it's just a dream. You're not just like a Nintendo. That's why I put in on the show. Yo, but I have a problem because you just talking and you running out your mouth. I'm not the shit you're doing. Every night you call in and you come for boring. If I ever get you in, man, I should hold you get in. If you work with me, then I work with you. If you play with me, I show you that I can play you. It is not a problem if you want to lie, but you running